Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Cosmos by B.I. This is B.I.'s first solo comeback, coming off of his solo debut earlier this year with Illa Illa and his album Waterfall. That was a fantastic solo debut. I fell in love with it. Illa Illa, I can say this now for sure, is my favorite K-pop music video of all time. And it's, I think, one of my favorite music videos of all time. It's not just things like cinematography and story and music and all that. For me, what I classify as my favorite music video, and by that I mean pure personal bias, I mean that it's a music video that moved me. It made me fucking feel something, and that music video made me feel something. Now, I'm not going to hold Cosmos up to that same pedestal and standards. I know that you can't recapture that same kind of magic twice, but still, I am looking forward to this album and this song in general. We saw the Keep the Fire Alive video, which was also fantastic, and I think that video also signaled that I think this album is just going to be on more of an upwards trend. Whereas the Waterfall album, as eclectic of an array of genre of songs like that album had, all the lyrics were very much rooted in anxiety and depression. Now, I think based on Keep the Fire Alive, Cosmos, both the album and the title track, is going to be on an upward trend. They're going to be uplifting lyrics. By uplifting, I don't mean like, oh, it's inspirational, but like whether it's like a brighter sound or whether it's angrier, I don't think it's going to be B.I. mainly like singing and rapping about his depression. I think he's going to kind of expand out of that and show us something different. I'm really looking forward to that. Also, I haven't listened to the Cosmos album yet, but seriously, go buy it. If Waterfall is any indication, I'm sure this album is going to be fantastic. Speaking of which, if you guys want to see our listening party to the Cosmos album, we're actually going to be uploading that today on our Patreon. If you want to check that out, go to patreon.com/formatherapy. Just for copyright reasons, we don't do listening parties here on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, we do them on our Patreon. But also, we have bonus content over there like variety, K-drama reactions, stuff like that. If you want to check that out, you can visit us. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. Just simply subscribe, hit the like button. It would really help us out a lot. All right, let's get into today's video. This is Cosmos by B.I., and this is your form of therapy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, certainly brighter, but this is not what I was expecting. Ooh. Interesting. Oh. Wow. They're transitioning scene to scene really well. Wait, what was that sound? Ooh, they're like synth horns? They're like, yeah, what is that? Like, who shot this? Did Mother shoot this? I feel like Mother shot this. I mean, this is definitely their, at least, like, cinematography style and the way they like to color grade their videos. At least with BI stuff. But it seems very Mother-esque. But it's really the choice of shots. When they cut to the close-ups, the direction of all of that. It's a very much more like a filmmaking approach. Much more like movie-like than music video-like. And it just reminds me a lot of Illa Illa. So I have to imagine it's the same team. Even just, wow, having the title credits at the end. Oh. It's a 3D asset, too. Oh, this has to be Mother. This is like the exact same way they did their title credit sequence. Okay, yeah, Mother, okay. Woogie Kim, yep. It's my Cosmos. 그렇게? 그렇지? It's probably 그렇게. 여전히 the pen ink is like, it was like too thin. All right, so Cosmos by BI. Fantastic. As expected, it went in a brighter direction. It's kind of sad still. It's like there's a slight edge to it. Like it's not like a sad song, but I think what BI does really well is like nothing is just pure flowers and butterflies. Like this song, just based on the lyrics, is a song about someone who is singing and rapping about someone that they love, that someone that they cherish, but it's someone that they love from afar and almost like they want to keep it that way. You know, some of the lyrics saying things like, please live and breathe in my imagination. Don't, like the intangible depths of the unknown galaxies. Don't lose like the petals on your flower. Don't ever lose your shine so I can love you forever. Like it's a very fantasy type love, but it's someone who is very aware of that. Like they just like the love is so pure and it's incorruptible as long as it lays in his mind, you know, as long as it's just in his imagination, as long as nothing ever happens. You know, it's a love that can remain so pure and so perfect. So, you know, there's a sort of like sadness to that. Someone who's just looking from afar. Let's go ahead and watch the music video. You know, the music video, again, that is, the music video, while it doesn't exactly have like this same tantalizing visuals as Illa Illa did, I think it's really their choice of shots that really sell this. And even their decision to shoot in like a set village like this, I think actually adds to the look and vibe of this music video, which we'll talk about in a bit. But let's go ahead and start this again. And then we can get into the commentary aspect. Also, I just noticed my boy is inked up. Looks like he's got a large piece on his scalp, like not scalpel, his oh fuck, I forgot the word. His back shoulder blade, and then he's got one right here.
구름처럼 내 손에 닿지 마라 이 마음이 얼마나 당신을 좋아라 하는지 알지 마라 네가 준 외로움 괴로움 가슴 저림까지 전부 내가 사랑이라 부를 테니 조금의 여지만 주고 스쳐가라 때로는 널 같은 미소로 내 불안을 녹이고 때로는 널 같은 눈빛으로 심장을
Yeah, so the lyrics thus far already feed into that, you know, he's saying, so that very first line, yeah, where he says, 내 손에 닿지 마라, stay out of my reach, like it's kind of like him requesting it of her, like, hey, please, like, stay far out of my reach, don't come near me. Yeah, don't mind how much I think of you. And then later on, he says, like, your smile melts away my anxiety like the May weather. Your glare freezes my heart like the January cold. Like, he almost, like, describes her more as, like, she's, whoa, holy moly, I just spilled coffee everywhere. More as if she's, like, I mean, he's like objectifying her, but like in a way that like she's almost like a force of nature more than anything, you know? He doesn't treat her as anything other than his imagination. He wants to keep it a fantasy. He's like, please, like, stay out of my reach, you know? Please, just, I only want you to positively influence me and make me happy. Interesting. Gladly swimming in a sea of confusion. That's interesting. So like even that, you know, like the nervousness you feel of like whether or not like, oh, will we get together? Or like, oh, will she like me? You know, that's a very nervous, anxiety inducing period for people who have a crush on somebody. But for him, he's like, I'll gladly swim in that. You know, he would rather be in that rather than have his illusion shattered. So I mean, just this shot is friggin' awesome. I'm just noticing it, like between the girl and the guy. That's nice. But when they fade in and then they fade into the close-up, the extreme close-up of his eyes. Oh, so well done. And then they fade back in on the close-up. Your eyes are immediately drawn to his eyes. And that transition, wow, that was so well done. They keyed that out perfectly. And B.I. is such a poetic lyricist. I mean, I think now more than ever, especially with like more K-pop groups debuting, more songs coming out, I am appreciating a good lyricist. I think people who have been watching our listening parties have been seeing the journey I've been going on with discovering like lyricists that I become a fan of. You know, poetic lyrics are, it's really understated, but even saying like, don't lose that shine that makes you hard to stare at. Like the way he describes that, the way he describes, you know, when you like someone and you're like kind of like glancing over, but then like, it's hard to just stare at them and like you immediately look away. So like you like when they're about to look at you because they feel like somebody's looking at them, like you don't want them to know that you are looking at them. He like pairs that with like this glow, this shine that she has. He pairs it with like a literal brightness. Like don't lose that shine. She has such an effervescent glow. She shines so brightly. Like it's like when you look up at the sun and it's so bright and it's hard to look at it. He compares it with that. Like, my goodness, his metaphors are fantastic too. I told you, it's not a B.I. song unless you get a whoo. I was waiting for it. It wasn't in the beginning of the song, and then he threw it in the middle, keeping us on our toes.
잎을 삼킨 듯한 목소리가 만들어낸 고고한 분위기 연약한
Also, this place that they're shooting in. So I imagine this is like a kind of like a studio set village, like a fake set made to look like a town, right? And even shooting here, like Illa Illa, most of that was shot like all outdoors and stuff like that, and in real locations. To shoot in a fake village, in like a fake town, I think really feeds into, I was about to say fed, but I was like, that's past tense, so I said feed, and it came out as feds. But it really feeds into the aesthetic of this song as well, and it feeds into the fakeness of his adoration for this person, you know? Like, his love for this woman is technically very, very shallow, but they're very aware of that, and he's very aware of that, but like it's very strange. Like, he's woke enough, his third eye is open enough that he's like, I want to live in that fantasy. And so shooting in this fake village, one, it gives off that very fake Broadway stage sort of vibe, that play musical act sort of vibe. It feels like you're watching some kind of like 50s movie, kind of like Grease or something like that, you know? It feeds into that aesthetic, and it feeds into that illusion, like he's dreaming, like it's not all real. And even the sequence that we're just about to get into with all of the Christmas lights feeds into that as well. But that's really, really well done. Like, I have to believe that this was also intentional. Like, it's the little things, you know? This music video on paper, like off the bat, is like, okay, this isn't as good as Illa Illa. And mind you, it's not as good as Illa Illa, but Illa Illa is just like a different beast, right? And it had a different song backing it, that's why. But this is still, I just want to convey like why this music video is so well made. It's still, so on like a personal bias level, this music video is not as good as Illa Illa, but I'm just trying to help resonate that the production and effort that went into this music video is the exact same as Illa Illa. The attention to detail is the exact same as Illa Illa. It's so well made. These sequence of shots are so beautiful. This one, like please, here, let's go back. Please live and breathe in my imagination like the intangible depth of the unknown galaxies. I mean, yeah, I mean, the title of Cosmos is more than just, oh, you're my everything, you're my universe. You know, many artists, many singers have conveyed that feeling before, right? I'm sure people can list off a handful of songs where like, oh, you're my whole world, you're my universe, you're my everything. But the way B.I. tackles that, of saying like, you're my universe, you're my cosmos, it's deeper than it's a deeper metaphor than I think any other singer has done. He's saying not just that, but it's like the concept of the universe is such an intangible physical thing that, I mean, it's an intangible thing that we cannot physically understand and physically see. Like, it's all imaginary, right? I mean, like, it's real, but we kind of just have to like grasp it within our imaginations of what the infinite cosmos is like. And so the fact that he's comparing her to that, because he also wants her to be an imagination, is also just like, oh, the levels that this is working on is incredible. There are several things I like about this song. I mean, there are many things I like about this song, but there are several instruments that I specifically really like in this song. The way BI uses the guitar as the main driving force of this song, really, really dope. I love the texture of that guitar. Those like synth like horns every time he says 나의 우주야 bum 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 bum, and then the way he utilizes the drums, it has that big kind of loud fanfare, like I was talking about, like some kind of like love based musical movie, something like Grease or something like that. Like it has that kind of grand scale feeling to it. Very, very well done. I also love how they just made the backgrounds, they made it out to look like, it's space with just the black walls, the fairy lights. It's pretty. Also, side note, his earrings are really pretty. The big finale, the echoed chorus singing, but it's all in his mind. It's all a dream. Oh. Seeing the title credits for Cosmos at the end like that, again, that's really more something you see done in movies rather than music videos or even TV shows. It's like when you watch The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight ends and it says, boom, The Dark Knight. But at the end, it leaves you with this like very heavy feeling. And Cosmos, the way they do that at the end, really, they do that too. Like it almost has that kind of same shocking, very heavy effect as I feel like watching the Illa Illa music video at the end when the end credits play. I don't know what he wrote right there. That I can't 부셔줘. 꼭? Okay, something like that. But he's saying I don't know why I'm like turning like this as if it's gonna help. 그렇게 여전히 꽉 whatever this is nope 부서져. He's saying to my Cosmos, as you always do. 부서져 is like crush me, like destroy me. He's like destroy me, like crush me. He's like just take my everything. Is kind of I feel like the impact of that statement. If I'm reading that right, it's so tiny, it's kind of hard to make out. But Cosmos by BI is a cuter, lighthearted affair. It's a pop song, but just because it's a cuter, lighthearted affair, I think it doesn't mean that it should be taken lightly. This is a very, very well-made production. I mean, the song alone, to pull off a pop song like this, but to give it so much depth, is truly a masterful feat. It is so difficult. It's a pop song, but it's a pop song that's not shallow. That's also very rare. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think BI just kind of knocked it out of the park yet again. I don't like it as much as Cosmos. As much as Illa. I don't like Cosmos as much as Illa, but it's because Illa made me cry. I will always appreciate things that make me sadder than it does make me happier, but I still really like this. I would give this like a solid 10 out of 10 in terms of song production, the song itself, the music video, everything 10 out of 10. Whereas Illa Illa was more of an 11 out of 10. But guys, that is it for my reaction and review of B.I.'s Cosmos, a wonderful pop song that plays into the delusions of someone who is in a one-sided love. It's a very interesting story, and leave it up to B.I. to take such a simple concept of one-sided love and make it a little bit more sadder, a little bit more interesting. So well done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my reaction review. If you guys want to check out my listening party, like I said, you can check that out on our Patreon. Let me know what you guys thought about Cosmos in the comments down below. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, be sure to subscribe, check out our other videos over here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.